Hey, it's Rick. Just giving you a quick thought on Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death. I'm traveling right now and don't have access to my studio, but just wanted to give you guys some quick thoughts. So it's interesting, a couple things. So first of all, we know that she was, according to a lot of documents you can go research for yourself. I even have a book on it showing that she was supporting basically consensual sex with 12-year-olds, right? She was one of the most liberal judges that's ever existed. In my opinion, she was a tool of the deep state. Whether she's been kept alive with using advanced technology is something that is alluded to by many people. But the whole point is that I believe, just like you had the death of George Bush at a time when QAnon was actually posting to deliver some big time news on D5. Remember D5? D5 is that the avalanche is coming December 5th. So all of a sudden they allow, I don't know, in agreement with the white hats or they do it themselves, the black hats have the death of the actual George Bush during that time period, right? And so to me, this is the deep state's out of a lot of their ammunition. So one of the ammunition they used, and it looks like I'm in low battery, so it's gonna have to be a very short video. But here's the facts, in my opinion, or I guess not the facts. Here's Rick's opinion, right? Is that number one, notice how the death was announced after Joe Biden's Minnesota rally, before Trump's. That's the first thing. To give you a clue, that was probably a black hat timing as far as that. Secondly, you see this is right when Q's talking about last week and this week, right? He actually did actually listed between last week and this week is when there's going to be massive revelation of Spygate and another D class, right? So this is one of their FFs, false FLAGS, that I can't say, or this video will be pulled down. But this is a staged event, so they can talk all week, all next week when we're doing D classes. They can talk about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, right? And glorify her just like they glorified McCain, right? And they're going to try to use it against Trump to say, if you actually nominate somebody when McConnell wouldn't do it for Obama, then that's just not fair, right? Like Obama would not have confirmed somebody if he had a Democratic Senate. Of course he would have, right? And this is just total God thing where the Democrats are the ones who got rid of the filibuster there, and a simple majority wins now. And now that's going to backfire on them because now Trump can actually confirm through a new Supreme Court justice before the election. He's going to win anyway, I believe. God providence. We need to be praying for that. We need to be don't get me wrong. We as red-pilled Christian patriots need to be really diligent in praying for the miracle that God is wanting to give us. But anyway, the other thing I want to point out is that, remember, Amanda Grace talked about somebody who's going to die around Rosh Hashanah. When did Rosh Hashanah start? Today. It's 18th to the 20th, September 18th to the 20th. And sure enough, we have a death in the deep state, a deep state puppet. That's, in my opinion, Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a deep state puppet. And now we see Amanda's prophecy, or her word from the Lord, confirming another one of her word from the Lord very clearly, right? How wild is that? Now, so the deep state does it at this timing, before Trump's rally and during the week of D-class. Why? Because they think that their controlled media is going to be able to override and get you not to think about it, get everybody else not to think about it, to think about Ruth Bader Ginsburg and how awesome she was as a woman with a great mind. She wasn't a woman with a great mind. She was a cabal puppet who literally wanted to rewrite the Constitution. And I would suggest you get Ted Cruz's book about one vote away. You'll see how important this is. The one vote away. We're one vote away from losing our constitutional rights on almost everything. Our Second Amendment, our First Amendment, everything. We're one vote away from that. This makes it where even the compromised Roberts can't sway this. This is huge. This is God's providence. This allows us to have hope. And so right now, so the major 3 points I'll give here is, number one, you know that this was probably a black hat timing because it was right before the Trump rally and right after the Biden rally in Minnesota, which is obviously the 10 electoral college votes that are really critical for this election. And I believe the internal polling that doesn't have the fake polling going on is showing that it's a tight race. And nobody's won Minnesota as a Republican since Nixon. Okay, we're talking 50 plus years. And so there's going to be a historic win in Minnesota, I believe. And so that's one reason why this was done at this timing. And also it was the false flag to basically cause problems and not have, and not allow the focus of your left friends and your unawake friends to understand that this is a D-class of the Spygate and all the corruption of Comey and Brennan and the framing job they did on Flynn and Page to spy on Trump and use the hammer in totally unethical ways. And that's all going to come out anyway. You're fighting against God. Sorry, Satan. Sorry, cabal. Sorry, Democrats. You are fighting against the God, Lord Almighty, and it's not going to work. And so Ruth Bader Ginsberg here, they're having to fire a shot they did not want to shoot before the election. They had to fire a shot that they were hoping they didn't have to use before not only the election, but also just the whole process of having the 5-4 when they had the compromise Roberts. But remember, there's going to be a bunch of D-class that comes out, and there's going to be, according to Amanda, a lot of this corruption is going to be revealed over the next few weeks. And it's going to make it for a very rough November. So prepare, like we talked about. So don't forget to go preparewithrick.com to get the food. Prepare water with Rick to get the water. Because, guys, this is going to be a rough November and December, I think. But the good news is because the deep state's dying. And they're throwing everything they can out. They want to take the whole baby out with the bathwater. They don't care. They hate people. Why? Well, that's a whole other conversation we can have on backstage. But anyway, just want to let you guys know this is, to me, really suspicious timing. It also shows that we are winning. God bless you guys, and we'll talk to you next time. I don't even know how to stop this from this. I'd never used this one. Let's see. Here we go. Share. I can share it. Maybe I'll talk to you guys about until my battery goes out. Live. I should like look at your guys' comments, but I don't know how to do that on the phone here. 441 people on already. All right, guys. Hey, other thing, I did a webinar on one of the things I'm really passionate about, and that is that was last night. So don't miss that. Go watch that webinar. And then I also did a real quick video on things. And then Monday is Gene on the final decode of the U.S. update. And I think that's going to be like part 14 of the detailed DUMS updates or the underground base updates. And then Tuesday, only for Unleashed, he's going to be doing Unleashed on the secret. And you guys, this gets into really deep stuff, but the secret stuff that's going down in the DUMS. And this has to do with talking about things that many people don't want to accept and may not, and it really requires an open mind. So I want you guys to be careful before you go back there, because backstage is deep. But Gene Unleashed is really deep. And you're going to be talking about things like dimensions, densities, talking about aliens, talking about demons, talking about a lot of evil stuff that's going down underneath the DUMS, including a lot of pictures and stuff of things that are considered conspiracy theories by many. So, again, I don't want you to go back there unless you're really open-minded. It doesn't even, some of the things will seem to contradict evangelical thinking, but that's one reason why I'm sticking with biblical thought there. So let me see if I can stop this recording before my phone runs out. But I just wanted to let you guys know I think we have good news. This is just a deep state play. That's not going to work. Let's see here. I can flip the camera around and show Rocky for a second. Let's see. Nope, that's not. This says cancel. Yeah, you can tell I don't have my glasses on. Share, save highlights. I can share it, but I can't stop the video. Maybe I hit the big X. Maybe that's it. There it is. We're ending this. God bless you guys. Talk to you soon.